Hello everybody, this is Noel from the TARDIS Zone and this is the TARDIS Zone Talks. Mark Gatsis on Doctor Who. It's been back for 20 years, which is an awfully long time. Almost as long as its original run. That's pretty spectacular. So maybe it's time for another rest. I really don't know. I only know that I still love the show with all of my heart. Very interesting comments there. And a lot of the people that have either worked on Doctor Who in the past or the immediate present have been speaking up lately about how long the show has been going on for. But as you can see, that post was posted by Doctor Who Production News. They're not really a proper production. What they do is they cover the production news on Doctor Who. Now they seem to have had a problem with this comment by Mark Gatsis, accusing him of jumping on the bandwagon in relation to the people that have been calling for the show to be put on hiatus or to be given a short break or a pause, whatever you want to call it. And they haven't agreed with Mark's stance on this. And this is what they wrote up in response to this. I am disappointed that Mark Gatsis would join the Give It a Rest club. Shows get cancelled and maybe they get made again later, but there's no such term as a rest in the industry. The show would be at rest like a corpse. Well, this just goes to show you that, you know, even though their name is Doctor Who Production News, they don't actually understand what they're talking about here. The show does need a rest, and there is such thing as a rest in the industry, especially when you have a franchise like Doctor Who. We've seen it with Star Wars, we've seen it with Star Trek. A lot of these things have went away for a few years and they've come back. Now, rightly or wrongly, but they have been given a rest and they have came back. So this thing that there's no such term as a rest in the industry, there absolutely is. They have done it in the past and they will continue to do it with TV shows. TV shows that have been ceased do end up and have ended up coming back. So this whole thing just shows that there are people out there that are desperate to keep Doctor Who on TV, no matter how bad it is, by the way. Right? And this is the disappointing thing that I have to say about accounts like this. Like, yous are all pointing fingers and yous are all making up excuses for the failure of this current era of RTD2, right? When the issue is blatantly obvious that RTD has fouled the ball, is way out of his depth, and when it came to character development and writing a decent cohesive story, he failed, right? This is the only reason, by the way, that we are talking about a hiatus or a rest or a pause or whatever which term you want to use, right? If the show was still being written the way it was written when it was successful, right, we wouldn't be even talking about this. But the problem is with accounts like this and the American and all the other accounts in England, you know, the little shill sellouts, you know, they know what the real issues are with this show, right? But they won't call out the people that are responsible because they're afraid if this show does come back, they won't get their little goodies like some of them got, you know, invites to the season premiere and all of this other stuff, because, you know, they sold their soul to get the advantages in the fandom, because that's all it is for them, is you know, seen as one of the big boys or girls in the Doctor Who fandom. So until these people here, the gatekeepers, come out and actually admit the problems with Doctor Who, well then, even if you do bring it back and say Disney were to stay, right, they're wasting more money and the show's just going to be dragged through the mud. But I can't see Disney wasting any more money, to be quite honest with you. As you know, it's well rumoured that Disney or that BBC are out actively looking for new distributors, just like they did for Toddler Who. And if Disney was still involved, why would they be going to a different distributor when they've got the biggest animators at the front door? Anyway, don't forget to like, share and subscribe and leave a comment.